So you get a call from your teen or YACK. They're stranded. Their car broke down. So you go right into diagnostic mode. What happened? Where are you? Did you hit something? Do you hear anything dragging in the back? What's happening? They say, the car won't start. It's making weird noises. Weird noises? Like what? Go look under your car. Is there anything hanging or dragging? Is there anything broken? How long has this been going on? You have them do a scan of their vehicle to see if there's any dents or bangs or bings or things are falling off. Nothing. Get in the car and turn it on, you say, so I can hear and you can tell me what the dash says. They look at all the indicator lights on the dash and then it hits them. I'm out of gas. Hey, J-Don Mom here, grown mom with grown kids. Every week I share real-time vlogs of my life as a MOYA, a mother of young adults, as well as flashback videos of lessons I've learned over 3 decades of raising 6 kids. So, today, we're adding 7 more things to our list of things to tell our teens and YACKs when they get their first car. We've already done the first part of this, numbers 1 through 7, in another video. They're not in any particular order, so you can listen to this one and then go back and check that one out if you like. I've listed the link down below. Consider subscribing and join us here every week for new videos. So the first one in this list, which I'm going to call number 8, is to make sure you have at least a quarter tank of gas in your car at all times. Pay attention to the gas gauge and know what it says. Create a way to flag it. Maybe put a sticky note there or put a sticky note on the radio dial so when you get ready to turn it on, you remember, oh, let me check my gas gauge. Some reminder on your phone, perhaps, to help you remember to check your gas so you always keep enough, at least a quarter tank, in your car at all times, especially in extreme weather like really cold or really hot. Number 9. Do not ignore the check engine light or any other indicator lights that show up on your dash. They're there for a reason. They're there to help you keep your car maintained and in good working order. If you don't know what they are, look them up in your car's instruction manual, or you can go online and find these symbols as well. Once you know what the symbol is, pay attention to it and do what it says. It's there to help you keep your car running. And that is, in fact, purpose of having a car, right? Number 10, know where your spare tire and lug wrench are. In fact, know what they are. Check your trunk and find out where your spare tire is kept. And the lug wrench is necessary in order to get the lug nuts out of your tire in order to change it. Having a flat tire is such a common thing, so you should at least know the basics of changing a tire and knowing where your materials are in order to do so. A few days ago, my daughter got a flat tire and she called me from the road. I walked her through, we got on FaceTime and I said, okay, open your trunk, let's find your spare tire. And I know there are some lug wrenches that only fit with your particular model of car, and then there's some universal lug wrenches, you know, the kind that look like a cross and it fits different sized lug nuts. She did have a lug wrench. It was an all-in-one included with the jack. So when you're jacking up your car, there's also a lug wrench. So go figure, right? That was new to me. But anyway, it just highlights the fact that we need to pay attention to what's in the trunk and if you have the proper supplies for changing a tire. A bonus to that is to have a flashlight, and maybe you can use the blanket that you left in your car, the last tips, to kneel on while you change your tire. Multi-use, huh? Number 11, pick a spot for your cell phone while you're driving. Not on your person, not on your lap, and not in a place where it slips and falls all the time. Because the last thing we want is for you to be driving and reaching for your cell phone wherever it's fallen off to. Preferably out of sight and silenced. I know I'm asking for a lot, but driving around in a 4,000-pound missile, which is basically what a moving car is, it requires some level of sacrifice. Especially if you're a new driver or a teen or a YACK who gets lots and lots of cell notifications. Ding, 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 lights flashing, message in. All of these distractions while you're driving calling you, pulling you, begging you to pay attention and answer it. If that's you, I implore you, put your cell phone out of sight and out of mind while you're driving. It is too big of a risk, and your life is worth so much more. Number 12, distracted driving is real. Did you get that? Distracted driving is real, and it's dangerous, and often deadly. In fact, according to Teen Safe, over 58% of teen accidents are caused by distracted driving. That includes texting, talking on your phone, dialing with your phone. It includes eating and drinking, using your navigation system, and yes, getting cute. And then there's daydreaming, thinking about other things, and not really paying attention to what you're doing. Young people and distracted driving is a real problem. It's the #1 killer of teens in America today. In fact, if you're driving 55 miles an hour, it would only take you 3 to 5 seconds to cover an entire football field. So think about that. You look away. 1,000, 1,000. You're almost down the whole football field without looking at the road. Who knows what could happen? Please be safe. Distracted driving is eyes off the road, hands off the wheel, and mind not paying attention. And the consequences are damage, injury, even death to yourself or someone else. Can you imagine living the rest of your life knowing that through your distraction, you killed or paralyzed someone? I don't want that for anyone, least of all our kids. Number 13, set aside money to pay for things to keep your car running. That would be insurance, and we talked about this earlier, but when you get in an accident, or you're speeding, or not stopping at a red light or a stop sign, those tickets, they add up, and they make your insurance even higher. So if this is your first car, you probably have high insurance already as an inexperienced driver. So make sure you put money aside for insurance, as well as maintenance. Your car will need maintenance. Oil changes, for example, those are routine, as well as brakes or tires. These are the kinds of things that are wear and tear items, and they'll need to be maintained. That's more money. And then there's repairs. We've always got to worry about repairs, especially if you have a used car. Used cars are notorious for needing things done. It's worth it not to have a car payment, but you got to put money aside for the future because eventually you will need to fix something. And the last thing on our list of things to tell your yaks and teens with their first car is number 14. Remember where you park. Sounds simple, huh? But how many times have you gone to a mall or a place with a huge parking lot, maybe even a government or a public parking facility, and you lost your car? Easy to do, actually, especially if you're distracted when you get out of the car, chatting with friends. You just lose track of where you put it, and boy, is that a nightmare. So, the tip is to read the signs around you. Oftentimes, there are section markers or colors or numbers that help tell you where exactly you parked your car. So pay attention to that. When you get to the building and just before you go in, turn around and orient yourself and see where is my car as I come out of the building. Maybe even take a picture of it so you know exactly where you parked. The other part of knowing where you park is to not get a ticket. Pay attention to signs. Is this a restricted area? No trespassing? Or is this an area with signs up that say parking only for customers of this establishment? So are you parking there and walking down the block to somewhere else? Is there a sign about the tow company that manages that lot? Yes, the tow company name is a dead giveaway. They tow. Don't leave your car there. When you come back, it may be gone. Also pay attention to what the signs say in the area where you parked. Does it say no parking in this zone or only parking for 2 hours? Is there free parking after a certain time? Or perhaps it's a zone where you aren't supposed to park at all. Pay attention to these signs, and if there aren't any signs, then walk down the street drive down the street, and figure out what the nearest sign says to designate that particular area. It is so easy to get a ticket if you don't pay close attention. Well, that's it. 14 things to share with your kids. Part 1 was number 1 through 7, and this one, part 2, was 8 through 14. Things to share with your teens and yaks when they get their first car. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you're liking this J. Dawn Mom vibe. Also, leave your comments below if you've got some things you want to share with us that we should tell our kids when they get their first car. Comments below, and maybe we'll do another video including all of your comments to add more to our collection. Remember, moms learn so much from other moms. See you soon. Iggsy.